What if I told you that skipping one tiny spot in your shower could quietly steal years from your life? That's right, years. Studies reveal that 80% of adults over 50 are unknowingly neglecting key parts of their body, paving the way for infections, chronic pain, and a shorter lifespan. Today, I'm exposing the 5 body parts you must wash every day to stay healthy, feel unstoppable, and live longer. And trust me, some of these will leave you stunned. So, what's coming up? I'm about to reveal the 5 body parts you need to wash daily, not just to stay clean, but to shield your health, recharge your energy, and stretch your years. We're talking jaw-dropping science, stories that'll tug at your heart, and tips you can start using tonight. And hang tight, because in just a moment, I'll unveil the one spot most people skip that could transform your longevity. Ready to rethink your routine? Let's jump in. First stop, your feet. You might be thinking, my feet, they're fine with a quick rinse. Think again. Those unsung heroes lug you around all day, trapped in socks and shoes, soaking up sweat and bacteria like a sponge. A 2022 study from the American Podiatric Medical Association dropped this bombshell. Skipping daily foot washing spikes your risk of fungal infections like athlete's foot by 50%. And if you're over 65, that risk doubles as your immune system slows down. But it's not just about fungus. Neglected feet can lead to cracked skin, calluses, even infections that creep into your bloodstream. Ever heard of cellulitis? It's a bacterial skin infection that sends thousands of seniors to the hospital every year, and dirty feet are a prime entry point. Take my Uncle Joe. He was a rock, built houses for 40 years, never flinched. But one summer, he started hobbling. Why? He'd been half-hearted about washing his feet, thinking a splash of water was enough. An infection took root, red, swollen, painful, and sidelined him for months. The doctor laid it out. Joe, wash your feet every day, or this'll keep happening. It was a gut punch. He'd always prided himself on toughness, but this tiny oversight brought him down. Now let's flip that around. Imagine Joe at 70, still striding through life, because he took 5 minutes to scrub his feet. That's the power of this habit. So, how do you do it right? Grab a mild soap, nothing fancy, just something gentle, and lather up. Get between every toe. That's where the trouble hides. Use a washcloth if you need to, but don't skip the crevices. Rinse thoroughly, then dry them like your life depends on it. Because damp feet are a fungus's paradise. Picture this. You're standing in the shower, water streaming down, and you're giving your feet the VIP treatment. It's not just cleaning, it's armor for your mobility. What's creeping around your toes right now that you're not seeing? And here's a wild thought. Could this one move keep you dancing at your grandkid's wedding 10 years from now? But it's not just about infections. Your feet are your foundation. Literally. Neglect them, and you're setting yourself up for pain that ripples upward. Ever had a stubborn ache in your knees or hips? Podiatrists say dirty, uncared for feet throw off your gait, stressing your joints over time. My friend Lisa, a nurse, swears by this. She saw a patient, 67, limping from heel pain. Turns out, years of skipping foot care left him with plantar fasciitis, a brutal inflammation. Daily washing and moisturizing turned it around. So ask yourself, what's stealing your freedom to move, one unwashed step at a time? Next up, your ears. I can hear you now. Ears? Seriously? Oh yes, they're not just for eavesdropping. They're a hideout for wax, bacteria, and trouble if you ignore them. The National Institute on Aging found that poor ear hygiene fuels 30% of balance problems after 70. Why? Wax buildup and infections mess with your inner ear, the command center for staying upright. And falls. They're the top cause of injury-related deaths in that age bracket. One stumble can change everything. Broken hips, long recoveries, or worse. That's not just data. That's a wake-up call. My neighbor Mrs. Carter learned this the hard way. At 68, she was sharp and spree, until she tumbled off her porch. We thought it was a fluke. Nope, an ear infection she didn't even feel, all from skipping the outer ear cleanup. She'd never thought about it. Ears were just there. But that fall cost her weeks in rehab. The fix: a damp cloth, a gentle wipe around the outer ear, no jamming cotton swabs in there that pushes wax deeper and risks puncturing your eardrum. She's back to her old self now, but she'll tell you, 5 seconds on my ears saves me months of pain. Could this tiny habit dodge you an ER trip? And let's dig deeper. Your ears don't just affect balance. They're tied to your confidence. Ever notice how hearing fades with age? Part of that's natural, but wax buildup makes it worse. A 2021 study from Johns Hopkins found that seniors with cleaner ears reported better social engagement, fewer "ha" moments at family dinners. My buddy Tom, 73, used to nod along at gatherings, missing half the convo. A daily ear wipe-up, and he's back in the game, cracking jokes like old times. So picture yourself at 80, still sharp, still connected, because you didn't let your ears hold you back. When's the last time you gave them some love? Now, here's a curveball: your navel. That little belly button you barely think about. It's a secret germ party. Researchers at North Carolina State University swabbed 60 navels and found over 2,300 types of bacteria chilling in there. Some are chill, sure, but others can spark irritation, rashes, or infections, especially if you're a senior with diabetes or a slower immune response. And if you've got a piercing or a deeper navel, that's a VIP lounge for trouble. Ever had an itch you couldn't explain? Your belly button might be whispering for help. My dad's proof. At 75, he scoffed when I said, "Clean your belly button," until redness and a funky smell sent him to the doc. A minor infection, all from neglect. He'd rinse his body, sure, but that little dip, forgotten. Soap and water daily, and he was golden. Here's how. Lean into your shower. Use a soapy finger or cloth. Swirl it around, rinse it out. It's like hitting reset on a hidden danger zone. My sister laughed when I showed her this trick. She called it navel maintenance. But now she's a convert. What's brewing in your navel that you're clueless about? But there's more. Your navel's tied to your skin's big picture. Dermatologists say poor hygiene there can trigger flare-ups elsewhere. Think eczema or psoriasis, especially as you age and your skin thins. My aunt, 69, battled random rashes for years. A doctor finally asked, "How's your belly button?" She'd never washed it intentionally. A week of daily care, and her skin calmed down. It's wild how one overlooked spot can domino into bigger problems. So, next time you're sudsing up, don't skip the middle. It might just save your outer edges too. Let's shift to your hands. You're probably like, "I wash my hands plenty." But do you really? The CDC says 97% of us botch hand washing, and that's a big deal, especially as you age. Your hands grab everything. Railings, groceries, your pup's slobbery toy. Skip a solid scrub, and you're inviting germs that can snowball into colds, flu, or worse. For seniors, a little bug can turn into pneumonia fast. Hospitalizations soar after 60, often starting with grubby hands. And it's not just about you. Think of the grandkids you hug, the meals you prep. Your hands are a bridge to your world. My friend Sarah runs a senior center, and she's got a tale for you. One winter, flu ripped through her group after a potluck. The link? Sloppy hand washing. Folks thought a quick rinse was fine, until half were coughing in bed. Now she's relentless minus 20 seconds. Soap under the nails every day. Flu cases crashed 70% the next year. But let's zoom in. Sarah's dad, 78, was one of the sick ones. He'd always been casual. Water, no soap, done. That flu knocked him flat for weeks. Now he's a hand-washing evangelist. Says it's his secret to staying spree. What's lurking on your hands right now that you can't even spot? And it's not just germs. Your hands tell a story of wear. Arthritis creeps in, skin dries out. Washing right keeps them nimble. A 2020 study from the American Academy of Dermatology linked consistent hand hygiene to lower inflammation in seniors' joints. My mom, 71, swears her hands feel less stiff since she got serious about it. Lather up, hit every crevice, backs, palms, between fingers. Rinse like it's your mission. Picture this. You're at the sink, soap bubbling, and you're not just cleaning. You're fortifying your grip on life. Could this be the difference between buttoning your shirt at 85 or needing help? Last but not least, your armpits. You slap on deodorant and think you're good, right? Not quite. Armpits are sweat central, and when that mixes with bacteria, you're not just risking BO, you're courting rashes, infections, even lymph node issues. A 2023 Journal of Dermatology study found that sloppy armpit hygiene boosts infection risk by 40%. And for seniors, that can mean slower recovery and bigger headaches. Your lymph nodes, those little cleanup crews under your arms, need a clear path to work. Clog them with grime, and you're asking for swelling or worse. My cousin Mark's story sticks with me. At 62, he was fit, active, until swollen glands under his arm freaked him out. The cause? Skimping on armpit washing. He'd rinse, but soap was optional. Daily scrubbing turned it around. No more puffiness, no more worry. Soap up, rinse well, dry off. It's not just about freshness, it's about keeping your body firing on all cylinders. But let's go deeper. Mark's a runner, and he noticed less chafing too. Dermatologists back this. Clean armpits mean happier skin, especially if you're active or sweat-prone. What's hiding under your arms that you're brushing off? And here's the kicker. Your armpits tie into your energy. Ever feel drained for no reason? A 2019 study from the Mayo Clinic hinted that minor infections, like those from neglected armpits, can sap your vitality over time. My coworker Jen, 66, used to crash every afternoon. She started washing her armpits daily, really washing, not just deodorant, and swears she's got pep back in her step. It's like clearing a fog you didn't know was there. So, next time you're in the shower, give those pits some love. It might just lift your whole day. So let's wrap this up. 5 body parts: feet, ears, navel, hands, armpits. You've got to wash every day to stay healthy and live longer. These aren't just chores, they're your shield. Skip one, and you're rolling out the red carpet for trouble. Nail all 5, and you're banking more energy, fewer sick days, and extra years to enjoy. If this hit home, smash that like button and subscribe for more life-saving tips. Drop a comment. Which of these blew your mind? I'm dying to know. Aging's coming for us all, but how you age, that's in your hands, literally. Take charge today, and I'll catch you in the next one.